Hi, I am Alicia from Wax Buffalo, and I thought today I would take you through a little candle making journey using our pre-made candle making kits. So first of all, let's do a little unboxing. You're gonna get this in the mail, our darling little box from Wax Buffalo. And inside, you're gonna find everything you need to make a candle. We created this kit to be as minimal as possible so that you could use things in your kitchen and we could keep the price low. So I'm gonna kind of talk you through things you can use in your kitchen, and then I'll also talk you through things that you can soup up and order, and if you want the experience to be a little bit more premium. But the basic is also amazing. So you'll get your little instructions, super cute, and it's gonna talk you through each step, which we're gonna do today. Your stirring stick, the darling little package that comes with 2 tea lights, just in case you have a little extra wax. I wanted you to have something to do with them. And it also comes with your wicks. So we'll open up our little baggie here and dump those out. These are the wicks that you'll be using in the 2 vessels that are provided in your box. The perfectly measured out wax that you'll need for your project. Set that right here. And then of course your 2 jars. And inside your jars, nuzzled in there, all snug as a bug, is your oil. And this is the perfect amount of oil for 2 candles. You can use our fragrance completely on its own, and it'll be the most beautiful candle, and it'll smell like the candles that we make here at Wax Buffalo. We've already pre-blended this for you. Oh, this one's rosemary mint. So you'll get your perfect little bottle of oil. And another thing you can do though that's really fun, and if you feel like experimenting, is going ahead and bringing your own essential oils. I mean, most of us have them in the house, right? And so if you want to try and experiment a little bit, it's not going to hurt your candle at all. And I would advise, with our fragrance oil for doing 2 candles, anywhere from 20 to 40 drops of essential oil, any magical mixture that you'd like to do. Let's get started. So first we want to melt our wax, and that is what is in this Ziploc here. And this is the perfect amount for 2 candles. I know it looks like a lot, right? It's basically a pound of wax, and 1 pound of wax will make 2 9-ounce candles. So if you are just doing it with things that you have at home, this is what I would suggest using. Just dump it all in here, and we're going to put this in a pot of simmering water and use it as a double boiler. Soy wax is great. It's not going to hurt your kitchen appliances. You can just wash that with warm soapy water and you're good to go. We also on the site have these cutie little chandeliers that like Chandler and Me, and they do it for you. So it has like a little button here and it mixes everything for you. This is what I would suggest to get if you start to get really into this and you just like want to be making candles on the weekly. These are really fun, and it's what I use on our YouTube show Distance. I've fallen in love with it. This will only make 1 candle at a time though. So if you're going to use this cute little kit, I would split everything, just, and do it one at a time. And then you can also buy these on our website, and you can just add it onto your pouring kit if you want to have your own pouring pitcher. But again, I wanted to keep the cost low, so I wanted you to be able to add a la carte if that was something that you wanted to use. So we're going to use the pouring pitcher today, and I'm going to pour all the wax in from our cute little Ziploc that my mom at Wax Buffalo actually packs with care. And it's going to perfectly fit. So shove it in there. Perfect. And now we're going to put it on our simmering water, which is back here on the stove. We're just going to let that sit on the stove and simmer and melt the wax very slowly. And you just want to keep an eye on it. You can go back there with your stir stick and stir a couple times to just kind of get some movement going. And while we're waiting, let's wick our candles. So you'll get 2 of these wicks that perfectly fit your amber jars. You just peel off the bottom and you stick it in the very center of your jar. You can stick it gently, and then I would suggest pushing down. Push the wick down so that it's very secure. We'll do that for both of our jars. I always find this part to be kind of therapeutic. Wicks are in, and then don't worry about them being straight. I'll kind of talk you through that. We're going to pour with the wicks kind of wonky, and then we're going to straighten them in the end after the wax has gone in. Just makes it easier to pour. If you want, you can get your little tea light set out. And the best way to do it, if you're doing it like in your kitchen counter, is to put out like a little tea towel and set everything up. Because when you first start pouring candles, it can be a little bit messy until you get the hang of it. And so that way, it is so much easier to just throw a tea towel into the washing machine than having to scrub down your counter. But again, soy wax is very forgiving. It shouldn't ruin anything unless you get it real hot. So maybe just be careful. Okay, we're gonna go back and stir our wax. Put on some good music, pour yourself a drink, enjoy the process. We're just gonna wait for the wax to melt. Okay, our wax is melted. When it's fully clear, then you know it's time to add the oil. So we are going to add our rosemary mint oil into the tub. And since we put all of our wax in here and we're pouring 2 candles, you'll want to put the entire bottle in. Once it's completely in, you want to take your stir stick and make sure that you get that oil nice and emulsified in with your wax. I like to stir at least 40 times, no less than 40 times, and make sure you're stirring nice and slow so you don't add any air bubbles in your candle. It won't hurt it, it just won't be as pretty. Stir, 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 stir. Do some counting. And then we're ready to pour. Grab your vessel. I'm gonna hold it up for you, but I would recommend pouring it on your tea towel. And then you just pour it in all the way to the neck. So right where that twisty part is, not all the way to the top, that's where you'll wanna stop. And then you can use your stirring stick to hold your wick in place. If it's getting kind of wonky, you can always use something like a pencil to hold it. You can have both sides like that. Ta-da. Or if you have a clothespin at home, I have these insane sparkly ones, that can hold your wick right in place for you, and it'll just help your wick stay centered while it's hardening. And your candle will harden in about 2 hours, but I would wait 48 hours to burn it just so you get that longer burn time. It takes about 48 hours for them to really solidify and curate. Beyond that, you don't really need to wait too much longer, and then you'll get that good 40-45 hour burn out of your 9-ounce candle. Thanks so much for joining us on our little Wax Buffalo candle pouring adventure. And stay tuned, we have lots more fun pouring products coming in the future, new oils, new scents, and even some new funky vessels. So yeah, thanks so much.